Welcome back to another video. My name is Theo, and on this channel we create a lifestyle that matters to us. Today I'm going to talk about bodyweight exercises, like the science behind handstands and the physics of calisthenics. Like, how do those postures and poses work, and what do we need to understand to master them safely, to progress fast without getting injured. And it's really important to understand this, because as I just said, you will progress faster and stay healthy. So here's an example. Imagine yourself in a dark room and you can't see anything, and your task is to find the light switch. So you just wander around and you just touch everything in the room, and maybe you hurt yourself because you kick against your bed or whatever, and it's really hard to find the switch. So it takes a lot of time, and you might be lucky or you might find it after a long time, but it's a really difficult and annoying process. Now imagine you have a flashlight or a candle and you can light up your room just a little bit, and you can look for the switch on the wall, and you see your bed, you don't kick against it, you can walk around it. So this is what the science behind the structures, behind the poses will help you with. So it's just like a candle or a flashlight that will light up the way. It's still difficult to find the light switch, to master the moves, but it's easier because you understand what to look for, okay? So I brought this yardstick with me to give you some examples for calisthenics and hand balancing moves, and what needs to be understood. So imagine this is my body, or this is your body, or just someone who is doing a handstand, okay? So this would be a straight handstand, and let's imagine here are the hands. Those are the shoulders, those are the hips, the knees and the feet. So this person is in a perfect line, okay? So the balance point is right here, and it goes through the center of the body completely. And if the body is not standing like this, it won't fall, but it will balance. And this makes it not hard for the person to hold the handstand, okay? Because all the weight is going through the center, through the line of the weight, and goes directly into the floor, and it's safe, okay? It's a good line of, like, a good center of weight, of balance point. And now what happens if this person would have the idea to bend his hip this way? Okay, so here are the hands and the head and the shoulders, and here's the hip, and those are the feet. So this person wants to lower the feet in a 90-degree angle. So what would happen? Exactly, the person would just fall down to the feet and would end up like in a downwards dog or something. Now what can this person do to prevent the body from falling? Exactly, weight shifting. So there's one more point where the body is able to flex, okay? So those are the shoulders. So if this person wants to hold the legs extended like this, the person needs to bend in the shoulders and go like overshooting the handstand with the shoulders. So now there's weight with the feet on the right side, but the shoulders, or the back and the hips, right? Those are the shoulders, the hips on the other side. So it's again in balance. This is the balance point, and the center of the line is completely in balance, okay? So maybe it needs to go a little further like this. You know, you got my point, okay? So this is called like a figure 7 handstand. And now what happens if this person tries to tuck in with the knees? Okay, just like this. So now the weight is not that great or that big on this side anymore, so the person does not have to lean so far over there. So what this person can do is reduce a little bit the flexing, the stretching of the shoulders. So if you're not flexible or good trained enough in your shoulders already to go that far, it's better to train the tuck version, where you tuck in your knees and don't go for the straight version. That's always what you do with bodyweight exercises in calisthenics. You first go for the tuck version. One more example. The easiest way to explain what I just tried to explain is a sitting position where you place your hands next to your body, okay? So now I lift up my feet, I engage my core, and I sit upright. So the balance point is somewhere right here, okay? The half of the weight is on this side and the other half is on that side. Now, what happens if I try to straighten my, I'm sorry, to straighten my legs, okay? So, of course, I need to bring some more weight on that side. So I will lean back with my upper body to create the same weight on both sides. And this is the anchor point where the balance is half-half, okay? So it's just like this. This would be the tuck version. This one is the easiest to hold, okay? So my feet are tucked and I'm trying to stay close together. This is easy. Now if I try to get longer and straighten my legs, you see how far I lean back with my upper body? So this is harder. This is like a full version, okay? And in calisthenics or in bodyweight exercises, in static holds, we talk about the tuck version, okay? The straddle version, the half tuck and the full, okay? And as you can see, every time when I try to straighten my legs, my upper body goes to the back, okay? So I always keep the balancing part, like the point where the center of the mass is in balance, because the weight on both sides is equal. So just let's go for one more example. Let's talk about the L-sit, okay? I'm gonna take the yardstick again. So if we talk about the L-sit, you could say that those are the legs, here are the knees, okay? Those are the shoulders, here are the hands. Now this person is sitting in an upright position. I will demonstrate it just after this quick example. So the person is sitting in an upright position, okay? Like this. I hope you can see it in the video. So like this, okay? And now what happens if this person wants to levitate the legs? There's a lot of weight on this side. So what does that person have to do? Exactly, we need more weight on that side. So what that person can do is bring the hips to the back. Okay, so here are the hips, here are the shoulders. So there is some counterweight on this side. Now here are the hands, just like this, I'll sit. There is some counterweight on that side to rebalance the weight on this side, okay? So if I would demonstrate this one, it would looks like this. I sit in an upright position, my hands are on the floor, and there's a lot of weight with my legs and with my feet. Now if I would just try to get up here, it's really hard. So how can I bring more weight to that side, as I just mentioned? Bringing the hips to the back. Okay, like this. So now if I lift up and engage my core again, there is some weight behind the balance point, behind the center line of the body. And now I can bring this in balance, okay? You see my back is rounded and my hip is behind my wrist. All right, so this is hard. This. So you can see if I shift forward with my weight, there's too much weight on that side and it's hard to keep it in balance. And this structure, this science, those physics behind like center of body line and body weight shifting and balancing is to be seen in every exercise. It doesn't matter if you hold onto bars or like on rings, if you do one-arm handstands on a flat surface, if you tilt your hips, like everything that goes in one direction, you need to have a rebalancing point in the other direction, okay? So keep that in mind. The longer the lever gets. So one more example. If I go for, let's say, the crow position, okay? So here's the crow position, and now the center of my body weight is exactly right here, okay, between my hands. And my weight goes up here, and I have some of my weight behind with my hips and my legs, and some weight in front of me with my shoulders, my upper body, and my head. And now what happens if I want to straighten one leg? Of course, there's more weight, so I need to put some more weight to that side, okay? I can do this by just shifting my upper body. I can do this by lifting one hand and place it in front of myself. So it would look like this. I hope you can see it in the demonstration. So this would be the case. Okay, you got it? Back, there, back. Okay, so I guess those examples were good enough for you to understand what I mean with science behind it, okay? So I will give you just 2 more pictures where I present the handstand line in a straight position, and then like the figure 7 where you see how the center of the line moves with the body, not with a yardstick. So here you see me doing 3 different handstand positions. On the left side you see me doing a straight handstand, and the green line represents the center line, like the balance line. The balance point is in my wrists and it goes straight up through my full body. Now we have a look on the picture at the right top. This is the figure 7 picture. You see the green line, which would be the perfect balance line, and because my leg is in front of my body on the right, I need to bring my hip to the left side and my lower back. So I lean over, as you can see in the red line. And the third picture in the right corner is a little bit difficult to understand. There you see the green line. I'm doing a freeze from breakdancing, and the green line is the perfect center line for balancing, starting my wrist going directly up to the top, and my legs are spread out in front of my face to the right side of the picture, so my hips and my right arm go to the left side as counterbalance. And here are some more clips of me playing with gravity, trying to play with the rebalancing, counterbalancing facts. So as you can see, my weight here in the tuck version is on the right side, so I lean over to the left with my shoulder, with my upper body, and the center line is on my right hand, and it's really hard to hold that. So this is like the maximum that I can go. Okay, so that's it. Happy training. Stay safe and see you next time. Bye bye. If this video was helpful, please recommend it to your friend. And if you would like to support me, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment and hit the like button.